Welcome to another broadcast of the Infidel, the news for all of us who have supposedly chosen hell over heaven, the news for the damned. Miley Cyrus sins against Christianity. Actress and pop singer Miley Cyrus is hugely popular amongst right-wing Christians. The fact that she's a Christian herself certainly helps to reach this part of her audience. However, she has recently committed the cardinal sin of espousing science. How did she do it? She tweeted a quote from the well-known physicist Lawrence Krauss. The quote goes as follows: "You are all stardust. You couldn't be here if stars hadn't exploded. Because the elements, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, all the things that matter for evolution, weren't created at the beginning of time. They were created in stars. So forget Jesus, stars died so you can live." It didn't take long before hateful tweets were sent her way. Her response was laudable. She wondered how people could take the love out of science and bring hate into religion so easily. She also added that it made her sad to think that the world is this way. She ended with a quote from Albert Einstein: "Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind." Bryan Fisher and Tony Perkins picked up the flag from Rush Limbaugh and slander Sandra Fluke. 2 weeks ago, radio celebrity Rush Limbaugh called Sandra Fluke a slut because she believes that contraceptives such as the birth control pill should be part of the health plan packages offered by her university because they can play an important role in a woman's health care. Although she only talked about health care, right-wing Christians quickly started attacking her and accused her of saying it was needed for sexual promiscuity. Anybody who believes the right-wingers can verify the truth by watching her testimony before the House Democratic Steering and Policy Committee. The link is available in the description section of this video. Although Rush Limbaugh gave a half apology, others, such as Bryan Fisher and Tony Perkins, continued where Limbaugh had left off. Although Fisher does not actually use the word slut, he keeps saying that the S word applies to Sandra Fluke. In one of his radio shows, he said, "The scandal is that in the United States of America, a young single woman, would be able to go before the entire nation and admit to God, the U.S. Congress, and the United States of America, and everybody that she was having so much promiscuous activity that it was driving her to the poorhouse." End quote. The next story comes to us from a Swedish viewer called Paxmax. Swedish artist Lars Vilks is harassed and attacked during a lecture. The Swedish artist Lars Vilks has been the victim of various forms of harassment, including death threats, ever since his first cartoon of the Prophet Muhammad was printed in 2009. This time, it's a different illustration that got him in trouble. It shows again the Prophet Muhammad, but he's accompanied by Hans Christian Andersen. The two men are standing outside a tavern where you can see a sign for the beer Tuborg. About 20 minutes into the lecture he was doing at the University of Karlstad, Lars Vilks showed his latest illustration, and people sitting at the back of the hall immediately stood up and pelted him with eggs. Luckily, the artist was quickly taken away by his bodyguards and he came out of the incident unscathed. Police removed the protesters and the lecture, titled "Freedom of Expression and Its Limits," was able to proceed. That's all the news for today. Come back to us on Monday for more news for the damned.